Alright, welcome back to the Rising Empires Weekly number 14. And we've got the Warchief Club grand final here between Koinu on the orange trunks English and Matisse on the purple trunks HRE. So Koinu able to take the first game in this series. It was an absolute blast, check it out. Big thanks to Edico and Motronics for hosting these. And I believe this map's actually based off Kawasan. I'm not too sure what it's called. Water holes, sorry. So you've got these deep water fish that do actually slowly regenerate after some time. So they do actually offer infinite food eco. It's just that once the shoreline fish deplete, and you fully saturate it to the point where you're going to run out of it, there is a little bit of a downtime there. I believe. I'm not 100% sure how it all works with the regeneration. I'm actually all not that clued up with the fishing eco of AoE4. So you got early man-at-arms here for Koinu. No gold gathering, just food and wood at this stage. But this way he'll really be able to prevent his opponent from even opening with early spears. So Matisse can't go for an early barracks to defend the dock. He's going to have to try and tunnel towards age 2. Really just get a little bit of value out of the fishing, but probably can't invest in any more than one boat at this stage. Actually a nice close deep water fish school there. That dock isn't going to last too long. So spears, well, one produced now for Matisse at the moment. Don't know how he's going to be able to save this. It's going to delay a little bit of time, but I don't know if he's best off investing in any more spears or just beelining age 2, I think. So very bold. The Koinu to open with the instant barracks there, but it's really paid off for him. He's going to deny the dock eco. Third fishing boat on the way here for Matisse, so he's going to try and repair this somehow. He does have... Well, boats can only repair other boats. They can't actually repair buildings, to my knowledge. So village is incoming, but man-at-arms are going to be able to clean up the spears and fight the vills. Matisse not going to be able to get onto the dock, and he is going to lose the spears. So he's going to have to bring more vills and spears to actually get this saved. And he's trying to take his gold mine for age 2 behind this. Because while these are a really expensive commitment, the 5 man-at-arms, that's 100 gold and 500 food. It is going to slow down the dock. Well, the food income here, because Matisse is invested in those fishing ships. It's costing a lot of wood, and so is the dock. Matisse is going to want to have to try and dock this somewhere else if he can, to really, you know, make these fishing ships worth it. But now Koinu is going to go for control of that lower side dock first. So I think he might have been best off actually skipping some of these spears and maybe only relying on the first fishing boat. Because I think he only probably got 1 or 2 round trips. Yeah, I think he probably only got 2 round trips done out of that first fishing boat there. I don't know if it really would have been worth investing in any more once you see the man-at-arms. Like, spear v spear is easy enough to defend, because you just bring enough villagers that your opponent's got to fucking try and kill them, you know, and you clean up his spears, but with early man-at-arms, it's not an easy trade for these spears. Nice micro here for Matiz, but he's not even taken down any of the man-at-arms low enough that Koinu has to do any with his. So he went to 4, I thought it was 5. So it's 80 gold and 400 food. Here we go. Matiz has managed to sneak another dock, but he's had to produce a lot of spearmen. Koinu does drop a man-at-arms there. I wonder if he was best off actually microing them so that his ones at the front were actually at the back there for a sec, but Jesus managed to overwhelm him here. And now it's Koinu that's going to lose a dock and have his fishing eco held up. Although with another 2 man-at-arms heading in, this might start to favour Koinu again, I think. So that player is going to be fishing off 3 fishing boats. Well, spear versus man-at-arms, it's a tough fight to take. Some good micro here from Matiz to get one of the man-at-arms and get out, and he's going to grab another, but ooh, spears are getting awfully low. Ooh, and now Koinu spotted the other dock. He's gone up to 4 and now 5 fishing ships. Matiz going for the age up quicker. There's no age up yet here for Koinu. But he's got 5 villagers on the gold at the moment. He's getting a lot of gold. I think he's desperate to make sure he can get a warship when he ages up. I don't know, well what's he... Oh, it must be Ecotex he's banking a lot of gold for. Or even possibly quick castle age. The man-at-arms actually have now run from the spears, because when they're only on their age 1 upgrade, they're not that great against the spears. Like, they are better 1-to-1, but 3-4 when you're already behind in health is not really a great trade. It's definitely not resource effective. So there's an early galley here. There's going to be a Hulk for Koinu and a Hulk for Matiz as well. So Koinu trying to split up his fishing boats as best as he can. Garrisoning the ones that get low. Try and delay as much damage on them as possible. And Matiz. Well, he's got some spears, but I think he's actually behind on the land with so much army pop in Navy here for Matiz. And now the first boat goes down using an explosive ship to try and take down Koinu's Hulk, but there's enough fishing boats he might even be able to repair through this. And so Matiz trying to focus on the fishing boats, but back at home, Koinu harassing his wood line. He's now found the second dock for the 2 sheep being killed there. So Matiz laming his opponent. Man-at-arms fighting. They're going to have to back out here because they can't really fight under the town centre. Bowman coming to back them up. This is really going to hurt Matiz if it can't get to castle and if he can't get a stable. So, oh, he already does have the stable, so he's pop capped at the moment, so he's desperate to try and get some wood here. So if Koinu can keep delaying this, It looks like the Vills desperately have to drop off here so he can get a house. There we go. Horseman in the mix too. Well, the galley's not supporting the Hulk there. Now it comes in. So Matiz has actually got a little bit more on the water here at the moment. And the fishing boat count for Koinu's been decimated, but he's gone for a second dock, so he's going to be able to double produce ships at the moment. And Matiz needs to get a second lumber camp on the edge here. That's a lot of walk time for him. Desperately he needs to get one of those in. And possibly go for a second dock here, because he's not going to be able to hold on to this water otherwise. And if he doesn't go for second dock, he needs to go for some sort of hard shove on the land really quickly. And he does have this other topside dock, but it'll be a while before he gets the fishing ships. He needs to really have a great boom eco over Koinu, who, you know, can obviously saturate this with 2 docks. And now, the water's now really favouring Koinu at this point. Well, a single horseman coming in to try and harass the other dock. Well, there will be a galley popping out of that topside dock for Matiz. Well, Koinu, I think he was looking to go for the dock, but... Oh, here we go, he is now. He's waiting for the wood for it. It looks like Matiz is going to realise where his opponent's going to put it. So that village is going to fall. So Matiz losing this lower side dock. Oh, and the demolition ship does take it out. But I wonder if Matiz probably shouldn't have even bothered with that, because now that's just population his opponent's got locked up. Single horseman's going to be able to get a villager, but not really do a lot more than that alone, because English Vills, so that nice ranged attack and a little bit more damage than regular villagers. There's a spear here in the mix as well. Man-at-arms here for our HRE player as well. So now Matiz is really on an equal footing with mixed infantry and horsemen versus mixed infantry and bowmen. So Matiz not going to be able to get a lower side dock anymore, and Koinu not going to be able to get a top side dock anymore. Things starting to settle down a little bit here, but it'll come down to who has ended up in a better shape out of all this. And I think it might be Koinu. His army size is a lot bigger at the moment. He probably doesn't feel the need to have to go straight to castle at this point, whereas I think Matiz will be thinking he probably does want to go for a quick castle age. He's certainly got the resources just about. He's just waiting on a little bit more food, but he's got to maintain army production so he can ward off this attack. So this will be a nice push from Koinu. If he can get any value out of this, he can really handicap Matiz, who, yeah, is trying to squeeze out the Regnitz Cathedral at the moment. Couple of villagers having been picked off there. This is great fishing ego here for Koinu, while Matiz probably could look at even going for a second dock here somewhere on the shoreline. So the mixed army probably get a couple of villager kills, but can't fight under the town centre for too long. The Regnitz Cathedral kicking in here for Matiz, but he's gonna have to wait till you can get some knights and some man-at-arms with the upgrade to their castle age status. So Koinu's gonna actually try towering up his opponent here. Matiz is bringing a lot of villagers forward to try and clean this up. He might get away with this though. So that aggressive tower not quite working there for Koinu, and Matiz does have that castle advantage. These villagers very forward now. Matiz going to try gathering wood from the top side now. Another villager being picked off while attempting to farm at the chapel. There is an idler there under the TC as well. Some units garrisoned in the town centre for now. Don't know if that's deliberate by Matiz or not. Looking at sending his knights across the map though. Koinu just going to try towering up the relics for the time being. That single scout's not going to be able to prevent a prelate from walking that relic back to the town centre though. The knights finding a villager and picking him off. Some more of them. Be a bit careful here. Spear being singled out there, so he's not going to get the knight kill, so it's actually sort of worth engaging the single spear if you've got 3 or more knights on it. Obviously if you've got 4 spears versus 4 knights, it's a bit easier, and then, you know, if you've got like 12 spears, which is the actual value of 4 knights versus 4 knights, you'll just chop them apart. For now, Koinu just walling himself in. Just boom up and push from here. There's Villico starting to outpace Matiz's ever slightly. Galley going to be able to defend the dock though, and this is a huge water eco for Matiz. I do like this. It's a really nice placement, that deep water fish. There's not a lot of travel time here for Koinu's docks at all. Scout getting picked off. Someone seizing a relic. Here we go. Koinu grabbing that one from the center of the map. He's continuing to try and scout Matiz, who for the moment, I'm not too sure what he's trying to scout. Maybe you can get a quick villager kill or two if you can. Koinu looking to go for a push. He's got quite a solid army here. Well, Matiz is invested in Imperial Age. Palace of Swabia. It's a cheaper Imperial Age landmark than any other. It actually acts as a triple production speed town centre as well. So the HRE players effectively got 3 town centres with that, and so a 4th, plus the dock eco. But in saying that, Koinu is in a really healthy spot with his castle age. He's got a relic and he's grabbing another. Grabbing the sacred site as well. And his Vil population is a little bit bigger than Matiz's at the moment, who... Yeah, he's just trying to work on getting an army out and not throw anything away. Try to pick off some scouts if he can, because it'll help prevent Koinu from taking the best of fights. Now Koinu going in. He's found a weak spot around this landmark expansion town centre. So a lot of these villages having to be rallied all the way back to the first town centre, some more now being picked off. So as Matiz managed to actually boom cleanly enough to actually defend this Imperial Age, whereas Koinu got enough of an army here because he's, you know, again, a nice comfortable castle age. He's a little bit off getting to Imperial, obviously. He doesn't really have a lot of resources banked up, but he's got so much more army out in the field. Matiz has just not really managed to produce anything in time. He's got a handful of knights. Right now Matiz, a lot of villagers on the run, doesn't actually need the gold. He desperately needs food. And he's just not getting enough out of this food eco. He needs to have a closer dock over here and over here, I think. The distance gathering is really starting to kill him, and he's trailing by that many villagers. It's absurd. Not able to manage to get enough out of an army out to actually really contend with Koinu at all here. So Koinu, very nice picking off the Mangonel. Not so nice for Matiz, obviously, whose army and vil count really struggling at the moment. So Koinu hasn't actually really got any siege to stick around here for too long. All he can do is just keep interrupting the gathering and coming back, but eventually he will add some trebuchets or some rams or some bombards, and he'll be able to clean this up, because Matiz is really starting to struggle. And on top of that, Koinu might have enough army he can just take out a dock, or he could even, you know, get a mangonel or a treb hidden up the back here. And GG. Matiz opting to tap out from there. Unable to really afford to get the army out behind his Imperial boom. And GG. Koinu takes the series 2-0 and is our champion for the week.